I just kind of wonder if people live in hell and they don't even know it because they live in denial. Are they really happy denying their hell existence? Only they fucking know. Who gives a fuck? They're the ones that deal with it. I got my own problems. But, you know, their problems sometimes become mine. And so I say, well, I hope they live in a fucking living hell. And they probably do, and they don't even care. So whatever. I mean, I'm sure that's why they live there, you know. And I'm telling you, they don't call them useful idiots for nothing. You know, they don't know what they're doing, why they're doing it. Talk about ulterior motive, hidden motive or something. They're useful idiots. They don't even know the hidden motive. Seriously. It's like, how can you talk sense to a person that doesn't even know why they do the shit they're doing? They don't even know there's a purpose behind it. That they're just useful idiots. And like, you could ask them, like, why are you a useful idiot? And they're like, yeah, I am one. And I don't know why. It's like, at least I know why I exist. And you know, now that I said, oh, I know that I exist, you know, people are going to make up, oh, no, I know I exist, and this is why. And it's like, you can lie to me all you want. You're not going to fool me or persuade my opinion because you lied about it. You're only fooling yourself. Because it's like, I can see the forest for the trees. I can see the zombie apocalypse and the hordes of zombies. Just because there's nothing but zombies doesn't mean I can't see a place where there's not zombies. You know? And it's like, that's your problem. You only know zombie. And because that's all there is zombie, that's like, you can't see it. It's right in front of you. You can't see the forest for the trees, you know. Let me drink my satanic shit. Ah, yes, Satan was contained within a beverage that I had to unleash. I'm probably gonna die now. That's not funny. Like, I'm gonna tell you a secret right now. I live in your hell. This is your hell. You made it. I live here. I live here, and I deal with it, but that never means, that's one thing I learned from zombies, is they're like, just because I do what I'm told doesn't mean I have to like it. But I'm actually one step above that. Not only do I not do what I'm told, but it's like, holy fuck, you know, that is a step above zombie in a way. But, you know, not that it's wrong to do what you're told all the time, you know. And I think people kind of understand that, which is why they're really weird, and they're like, you don't respect authority figures, you know. I used to say that when I was a kid. And it's like, what the fuck? Just think about what you said for a minute, and it's like you realize that if you can think about what other people said and they didn't think about what they said, and then you think about what you said, and it's like you're a step above them every day, all day, and it'll always just be like that, no matter what. Because maybe you do look before you leap. You ever heard of that? They don't do that. They just leap. They're lemmings. Like, just do it. It's embedded in their subconscious through the subconscious subliminal advertising. Like, just do it. Don't think about it. Just do it. Just buy our shit made in China in Chinese sweatshops with suicide nets. You know, be concerned about animals. Be vegetarian, but buy iPhones that were made in China. And it's okay that Chinese people commit suicide to make iPhones, but it's not okay that you eat animals. Because humans, you know, who really cares about humans, right? But animals, oh God, animals. Not animals. We should have, like, animal rights. I like animals, you know? I like animal rights. I actually watched this guy called Shark or something, showing animals respect and kindness. Shark Online or something. You should see it. The guy's pretty good. He shows police corruption and all kinds of stuff. And I mean, he is an animal activist. I like animals, so I like it, but I've been the rodeo, so my friend is a rodeo clown. And so, you know, I'll kind of sit there and I'll tell my buddy, he'll say, I don't understand these animal activists. And I'm like, well, I'm like half animal activist, so I kind of understand them and I understand you. And so a lot of people will say, hey, you need to get both sides of an opinion to make a good choice. Like, you know, if nobody listened to my story and it was true and everybody was just against me, it's like, has anybody thought about what I was saying? It's like, what if it was true but nobody took the time to notice, you know, or whatever. And that could go for anybody. And it's like, a lot of people will say stuff like that. But you gotta understand, they're useful idiots. And it is. They're just as much as they have skin on their face, eyes on their head, or anything. Just as much as they exist. That's what they are. And whether or not they understand that or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you think. I don't care. I don't care what you know. It doesn't mean anything to me unless I understand it or anything, you know. And it's like, that's why I try to understand things. But that's not what they do, okay? It doesn't matter how much they lie and say that. If they're physically incapable of doing something for a lot of reasons. I mean, there could be endless amounts of reasons why they can't do that. And it's like, you know, it's for me to know and for them to find out. And that's why I think they live in a living hell, and if they want to deny that, then they can. And I don't really care, because it's like at what can you rise above it? It's like, I think you can, but they always want to drag you down to their level and beat you with experience. It's like, that's where I flank them, and I dig a hole even deeper than them, and I come up from under them and cave them into a fucking even deeper sinkhole than they never could have fucking imagined. And I have dove into the waters, and I've seen the reflection in the snake eating itself. And I know who I am, because I've seen my reflection. And I know my sins, and I know myself, and that's something they don't know. I know myself a little bit, you know, probably more than your average person, you know, not that I'm any better. That's why I think the average person could, if they wanted to. That's why I'd like to share that, but at the same time, it's not for everybody, and maybe they don't really need to know that, and it might hurt them, if anything. So it's like, you could hurt someone waking them up. You don't wake up sleeping dogs. Because a lot of people, you wake them up, they don't know what to do. They're just going to beat their head against the wall and kill themselves and go mad. And it's just because we're sheep lemming, you know, our reality crashed before our eyes when we lived in this happy fantasy. And it's like, you can't just destroy that for people. If you want to know, then that's different. That's why I like playing the cards that I've been dealt. I don't want the whole deck. What game is that when the whole game is rigged in my favor? What is there without good and bad, or depression, or shaggy fucking beards, you know, or whatever. That's what I'm saying. There is a nothingness that is eating our souls. And I fear it could kill us. I'm not even messing around. Like, we are going to die, maybe, and I can't stress this enough, actually, that it's like, you know, of course we don't want it to happen. We don't want to believe it can happen. But ever greater, increasingly, it really looks like they're just gonna just like kill us, I guess. I don't know a better way to put it, and then like feed on our souls when we're dead or something. It's just, now my TV turned on. It scared me. God, that is really fucking distracting. Oh my God. That motherfucking TV. Fuck this shit. Oh God. I'm so happy that I don't watch TV that much anymore. It's just, that's the essence of zombie. It's like if I was like a leech and I sucked your blood, it's like the essence of your blood is zombie or something, you know. Brainwashing, mindlessness, like, duh. And it's like, I still suffer from that, you know. They said fluoride, when you take fluoride, I don't know, just words just don't describe it. It sedates you in a way. It makes you apathetic, lethargic. And then not only that, but circumcision does that too. So if you're not circumcised, you might not feel the same apathy that I do. So you might not think it exists, or that it doesn't affect you, or that you still don't have any, even though you don't have as much. And so you almost have a false sense of security. You have a false sense of security. And that doesn't just apply if you aren't circumcised. No, fuck that. I mean, that applies to so many people. Everything. I mean, Oh man, I don't know how to explain that. I wish you could get it. I mean, it applies to everybody and everything. Is this, and it's like, if you don't have a false sense of security, then you're gonna be more apathetic. So it's like either way, they know to control each side and move which side. If you're more apathetic, they know how to control that. If you're less apathetic, they know how to control that. And so you think that you're not under control because you don't apply to what I'm talking to. Like, you don't live in fear, and you don't like fear mongers like Alex Jones, so that reality doesn't exist for you. And it's like, well, there is a polar difference for you, and it's like, we just don't always talk about that because we don't know how that applies, because it's actually complex. If I sat here and explained calculus to you, would you really give a shit? It's like, at the end of the day, you need to understand basic principles that basically, as humans, we're under attack in a way, even though you can live your life in ignorance through that and be this useful idiot. That doesn't make your life good, or I mean, it doesn't make it bad or good, but more often than not, it is pretty bad, but there is no good without the bad. So I actually respect you, because without people like you, I might not be good myself, in a way. And there's a lot of things that I do that I don't like. I smoke. It makes me smell. I don't like that. I don't know why. I got patches here. I try to quit. I'm going to tell you right now, for some reason, it has just got its hold on me. I started smoking, and it is just attached to me like a fucking head crab from Half-Life 2 or something, okay? And that gives me understanding in its own way that they make stuff like this. You can go buy it. Everybody knows it's bad, but they're going to make fun of you because the head crab infected you, basically, or something. And it's like, I can't help it that someone did that or something, and it got me as a side effect. That's what they wanted. And it's like, so, And although people would say you're bad because you smoke, it's like, well, yeah, it's called addiction, That's not an excuse. It's like, the sky is blue. It's reality, it's called. Deal with it or not, it doesn't matter. The intelligent people do deal with it, and the other ignorant people just don't even factor into the equation, except that they're in the way, practically. I say practically because I don't like thinking people are evil. Humans are a natural element. If you look at Dow Chemical Company, they say the human element is a great element. So that's why, the Dow Chemical Company, they make chemicals, and they can pollute and stuff, and they say, well, it's not necessarily pollution all the time, because humans have its own natural element, and so whatever comes of that is kind of natural. So you can really attack global warming big time by saying, no, humans aren't bad, they're a natural element, and you better just deal with whatever we do, in a way. And you don't understand how I look at things, that I know both sides of things. I believe in global warming's real, but I believe it's global pollution, like BP. Shut up, you fucking brain-dead zombies. Sorry, I guess that was the voices in my head talking to me. Not really. There's just like shit. Come on. What is this? Is my fucking cat infected with fucking worms? So I guess I got a little excited there. I mean, you got to stand up. you gotta get mad. Or what are you gonna do? Let people walk on you? Oh, I don't want to get mad. Just walk all over me. Nah. Fuck with me, you know? And it's like, whatever. Then, point. You're not gonna fuck with me. And that's the thing. It's like, you know, they are gonna fuck with you, but you're gonna stop them. Well, apparently, you know, at some point, an extreme form is gonna come, and they keep saying, "I'm the extremist. I'm the extremist," and I'm like, this is not good. They stage false flags. All this shit is a false flag, and they keep saying, "I'm the people that are in the false flag," and I'm like, if you could slap me in the face with a zombie and infect me with the zombie virus any fucking harder, that'd be it, and that's scary. If somebody's slapping you in the face with a zombie red herring, and it's meant to fucking infect you and kill you, and you're like, whoa, red flags, red herrings, or something, you know, this you can't ignore. If somebody's going to come and stab you in the face, and it's like, yeah, I'm not going to live my life in fear that somebody's going to come and stab me in the face. Oh, somebody just came and stabbed me in the face. Like, okay, where's the difference between living in fear that you're not going to get stabbed in the face and somebody actually stabbing you in the face? Do you have any fear emotion? I mean, that's something. Oh, wait. Yep, that's the polar opposite side again. Where it's like, what amygdala switch are you, you know? You know, like, the amygdala kind of controls your thermostat. See, like, TVs are turning on and shit. You know, I'm getting a little irritated, and I'm not gonna let people say, well, oh, you're not allowed to get mad. Like, no, that's just gonna make me push even harder and say, well, I'm not mad, but I'm gonna fucking get even, basically. And they're not gonna use that to fucking kill me. I mean, that's the thing. They're like, oh my God, he's not gonna let us control him anymore. We're gonna have to put him in room 101. And I'm like, oh shit, room 101 is real, ain't it? Like, I don't believe in that shit, but it's like, you know, when a train, if you're standing on the track and the train's coming, it's like, you kind of know what to expect. If someone ties you to the train tracks and there's a train coming full blast, I kind of get the scenario of what's going to happen at the moment of impact. And it's like, so I'm sitting here and I'm watching this train come, and it's called false flag operation, and it's like, I'm tied to the tracks, and I'm like, oh my God, here it comes. Oh fuck. Oh, what are they doing? And they're just like dangling it in front of my face, like, we could stage a false flag and blame it on you. And we're so good at it, even though everybody would know it's a false flag. It don't matter, because we control the media and everything. And we can just make you a little pawn in our fucking scheme, because you're just insane enough to fit right in that fucking group. And I'm like, oh fuck. Oh shit, man. That's it's just perfect. It's just like, so perfect. And that's why I'm like, oh man, room 101, man, fuck, it's right fucking there. Like, come on in, room 101, and sit down. We're gonna tie rats to your face, and they're gonna eat you. I guess I'm gonna go.